Today, Precarious plays
The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask.
You practiced rolling, right?
Yeah, I did.
And you this is the results of your training?
Oh, but look at his sweet. Oh. I'm sorry. I will get down to business to defeat the Huns.
You know, I would have been really impressed if you had come up.
Stuck the landing.
I would have been impressed if you had come up with a Zelda appropriate, like an on-brand rhyme for the end of that lyric. I have to say, I'm a little disappointed.
I'm a little off my game today. What can I say?
Oh, that was a nice one. That was a good punch.
Look, I know how you're supposed to do this.
Yeah.
And I just don't want to make you guys watch me roll off the cliff.
Well,
50 times.
Interesting little factoid here.
Nope. Like that.
That was unfortunate. I thought you were gonna make it. You focus on this, on clearing those gaps, and I'm going to. I don't know what happened there. Start a little early, because I think that as soon as you hit that ramp, I think if you're not already
spiked.
Yeah, I think it deprives you of the opportunity to become spiky. This sequence and the one that immediately follows it is what would flash through my mind whenever I would think, like, I don't think that she would have fun doing that. Like, I think that that's probably more frustrating than fun. If you want, you can punch that Snowpoff and then back up and give it a roll.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Well, I am strong-headed enough to go through and do this bit like 100 times until I get it right, but it's not fun for other people to see.
Mm-hmm.
Are you serious right now? Oh, I'm gonna punch you.
Well, it's not icy anymore, which is the big threat. Mm-hmm. Don't forget that Z targeting will put the camera behind you. Okay.
Just
whoa.
barely. There are definite advantages to doing this the right way, okay?
Yeah, like I can see the run up there being useful, but that first, like it has that little cut into the mountainside where it's really easy to bounce off right after that first big jump.
I love this part because we get to go visit Snow King. We get to go visit Ice King's house. Oh, I need to get this guy. Yes. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to.
Like it doesn't break, but you still knock it intact off the cliff.
There. Am I really cold?
Yeah, I think Link's idle animation for this area changes to be shivery, which, while cute, it's good. I don't think that in this game there's like an equivalent, opposite but equal, and no.
Yeah, I
don't think there's an opposite, but check all the snow pots for a fairy. I don't think that there's a similar hot animation.
Yeah.
Which I think compared to like Wind Waker almost definitely has like one for cold and one for hot.
Yeah, you were right. There's a fairy here.
Yeah.
All right, let's do this.
Oh no, you don't need to go anywhere. You can just stop right here and get your ocarina ready.
I was joking.
Oh.
I was trying to make a funny. I was like, let's do this, and then I run down the mountain.
Let's do this. And by this, I mean leave Termina to its fate.
Okay, what was the Song of Time again? I know, that makes me a terrible person.
Well, you don't do the Song of Time. You need the Song of Soaring to go deposit your roots.
You're right.
So check that one first. The really weirdly aggressive one.
Right? Like, that's totally exactly what it is.
Yeah, every time I hear it, I get a panic attack.
Really?
Well, I mean, not in a debilitating sense, but yeah, it does give me a feeling of Like, I normally skip this part that's coming up.
Mm-hmm.
I skip this screen because the way that the song freaks out is just... It feels so wildly inappropriate for, like, a travel song.
I don't know. It reminds me of The Snowman. Have you ever seen that movie?
I've seen it, but I can't imagine what you were...
The music, whenever they jump into the air. They jump into the air and it's like... It sounds quite like that. There's sort of a trill that builds.
With that, like, sinister undercurrent?
Well, yeah, it's really scary. Like, they make it really scary for a couple of seconds, and then you're flying with the snowman.
That doesn't sound fun.
Oh, I loved
Or good.
that. I loved it when I was little. I still love it. It's a very good narrative piece of music, and the animation for that movie is just beautiful.
The snowman, am I thinking of the right one?
He's a little snowman with a green scarf and a tangerine for the nose, and he's got a bowler hat, and he flies with his kid to the North Pole, and it's great.
I don't think I'm thinking of the same film after all.
I'm not saying not Frosty the Snowman. I'm talking
Okay.
the Snowman.
That was the problem. I was thinking of Frosty the Snowman, not some off-brand nonsense.
No, it is its own brand. It's its own thing. I can play the Song of Soaring from here, right?
Yeah, you need the Song of Time.
Right. But yeah, that movie. I'm sorry.
Are we
I'm
there
stunned.
yet? Yay, we moved through time. Several seconds forward.
I'm just stunned that you've never seen it.
No, I'm thinking of, like, big Frosty, who's, like, much larger.
With a corncob pipe and a button nose and a bunch of lame.
I'm gonna ignore that, because you came to me with some off-brand snowman with a fruit for a nose.
No, there's nothing off-brand about the Snowman. The Snowman is a beautiful childhood thing for me, and you will not
It sounds
touch it.
like a horror property.
There is actually a horror property called The Snowman, so anytime I Google it...
Is that the one that I used to see in the local movie rental store, where, like, it had a holographic foil, not a foil cover, but a holographic cover, and as you passed in front of it, it would
It got teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate that is the same... It's the same title as my beloved childhood favorite movie for winter. Like, you know how some people get, like, really into Christmas movies around, like, that month of the year? Basically, as soon as there was the first snow, I would start watching that movie.
Oh, I mean, you know what? Do you know what that reminds me of?
What?
In a similar vein, whenever I was in high school and I was talking to my dad about wanting to donate to Child's Play, famed gaming charity to help do reverse Song of Time first.
Oh.
So that way you can slow time again. Whenever I wanted to donate to famed gaming charity for very sick children in hospitals in a bad spot, with terrible diseases, he was like, "You want to fund, like, the next Chucky movie?"
What? No!
The movie,
Yeah.
it's really terrible, but the... Whoa, what? What's up?
I can't remember it right now.
It's just the Song of Time backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Down A, right, down A, right.
Okay.
Down A, right, down A, right.
Sorry, I just, like, lost my mind. I'm really surprised that you don't know this thing that I'm talking about. I shouldn't be so stunned. It's just that I've known you for a long time.
You've shown me other kids' movies from your childhood.
I know.
Like, I didn't see The Yellow Submarine until you showed it to me. I didn't see The Point until you showed Triplets of Belleville as well.
Triplets of Belleville wasn't really a kids' movie for me.
Well,
But yeah.
animation from your Ute. I think it's all the way to the north, the most northern one. Because that should be Mountain Village, and that's
Snowhead.
yeah.
Snowhead.
Ice King.
Snow ahead. Snow ahead. But
Wait, what are we looking forward to? Snow ahead.
let me describe this to you. It is an animated feature that is backed by a ballet-like classical composition that the composition of music itself is narrative, and the animations are done in what looks like soft-colored pencils. And it's pretty much the best thing ever.
You gotta get that fairy, or you're gonna be in trouble later on, man.
Oh, yeah. I really haven't shown this to you?
No, it's completely unfamiliar to me.
Was it this one that was the fairy?
I know, I think it was the one that was to the right of the statue.
Okay.
I mean, it's like what? You've got like a 1 in 4 chance?
I
It'll be fine.
just keep getting blown.
Not it. You should grab those bombs though, because you are out of everything now.
Oh goodness, Link is such a lightweight. I'm not the fine specimen I once was. Stop blowing!
Oh, sorry, it was that one.
There.
Now put the fairy away and then use your ocarina. Did you already use the Lens of Truth since we started recording this?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I will reveal the mystery.
Right. Yeah, it's interesting. What's the chain of events? You have to get the Lens of Truth, and then you have to get the Goron mask after that.
So it looks like somebody...
So what's the... You couldn't come up here if you didn't already have both.
Ah. So it looks like somebody over there is doing something. And I keep... There we are.
Ooh, he's a big boy.
He's upset.
Yeah, I like how like that triangle cut into the mountainside.
Yeah.
Hold on, take the Lens of Truth off for a second. It sort of looks like it's getting blown out from that point.
Yeah, it does. So you might mistake it for something else, but...
Yeah.
Anyway, I know how to do something about that. We know how to put cranky childrens to sleep here. Nope.
After a couple of tries, we do.
Oh my gosh, why am I so bad at this right now?
Well, because using a stick in place of buttons without any ability to fine-tune,
Hang on, I can't... There it is, okay. No, it's not. There we go. Goodness.
having to use a stick in place of buttons and not being able to adjust the dead zone is a huge pain in the ass. That's what the problem is.
Yeah, but also I couldn't quite hear myself, so I couldn't tell if I was hitting wrong notes. Well, I could, but just barely.
And that magic was not happening, and that an arcane song. Oh my god, Link's a bard. Fuck me. I never noticed.
Okay, I worry about this fellow.
No, he's fine because you can hear a rumble. He'll be fine.
Yeah.